Here's another project I'm working on my Kubota. It's a 2014 BX25D. What I'm going to be doing is fabricating a belly skid plate for it. As you can see, I'm down here getting some measurements as to how I want to make this thing work. So I'm going to cover up the HST fan, as well as the fuel filters, as you can see, that are exposed underneath the belly of this thing. And I'm going to be making it out of 1/8 inch flat stock. Fab everything up. And what I'm working on right now is making a template out of cardboard. So as of right now, I have the width laid out. I'm going to work on getting the length of everything. And I'll use this to fab it up. So I'm making all the adjustments I need on the cardboard before I actually start cutting steel. So I'll make sure I get the cardboard laid up in there. Everything fits the way I want it to fit, and then I'll trace it out on the metal and cut it out to plasma. So stand by for part 2. Thank you. Hi YouTube, this is part 2 of the 2014 BX25D skid plate build. As you can see here, I have the template laid out as to how I wanted the skid to look. It's got the bends and all in there. This is notched out for the control, foot control, and then for the front drive shaft. And there's also a bolt that I wanted this to clear, so I notched that out also because I wanted to sit up inside there, so it's kind of recessed in a little bit. And did some cutting and doing some bending. And here's where we're at so far. I still got to bend up the front here, up around the drive shaft, because I want that to tuck up inside there a little bit so nothing gets up underneath it. So moving right along. I'll let you see where we're at here shortly. Thank you. YouTube, this is part 3 of the skid plate project for the 2014 Kubota BX25D. Just want to show you where I'm at with it. I have the plate mounted underneath the machine. And here we are here, so you get a kind of get a lay of the land what we have going on here. Alright, it's mounted, protected up there. So all of the fuel filters and what have you are secure. There's an L bracket here. Coming back, it's 1/8 inch plate steel. And then there's another L bracket here that comes off of the existing bracket that was here. I made some L brackets. You can kind of see them here, and they're bolted in as well with all 3H grade 5 hardware. I'll tell you what, this thing is pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with the outcome. What I'm going to do next, and this will be the final thing, is I want to close this in here, so that way nothing gets up inside there. So that will be the next phase, and then it'll be primed and painted. And when it's all done, I'll show the final project. But it really turned out well. Alright, thank you. Hi YouTube, here is the final product for the 2014 BX25D skid plate. I'm just working on getting it all painted up. And as you can see what I got going on here. These are the brackets that hold it on. Again, I drilled no additional holes in the frame. I used all existing holes. I removed the HST guard that was on there and made up those longer L brackets that utilize its holes. And then I welded some nuts on the back side of the bracket. And then on the skid here, as you can see, I'm painting it Kubota gray now. And that pocket there is for the HST foot control pedal, just to protect that. And you can see it's all boxed off and painted. Turned out pretty well. Alright YouTube, here's the finished product skid plate for my BX25D Kubota. Let's take a look at the underside here of how it all turned out. It's not the best angle here, but it's on there. Everything's protected. Four bolts hold it on. Made up some brackets back here that work off of the existing HST guard. So I drilled no holes into the frame. Everything's boxed out. You can see the that box there that controls the foot pedal there, and that's boxed. Coming up here, brackets here. If you can see where the bolts go through. There it is. L bracket there. Again, existing holes. I drilled no holes in the frame of this. Four bolts hold it on. Easily pops off. Comes up here. See, it's notched out for the drive shaft. Tucks up in there nicely, so no debris will get up underneath it. And drilled a hole in the back side of this, so if any water collects in there, it'll drain out. Fuel filter, the oil filter for the transmission is protected. PTO shaft is blocked. And like I said, if I need to pop this off, 4 bolts, the whole thing comes off. Not a big deal. Just goes right on, nice and easy. And again, it's made out of 1/8 inch sheet metal. It's pretty robust. It ain't going nowhere. Alright, thanks for looking.